And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Detroit! Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Detroit! And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is, you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go. 5-4.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action now. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Rivers on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
0.
They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And he's got it up and through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll run it here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Lindsey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And right side hitter's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Cross the right. Ready. 380. Q.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. That's caught out left by Perriman. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Back there in Philly. Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Gone! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 33-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very solid gain of 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Well, so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, ready. 390.
Alert 86. Alert 86.
Keep it skinny. Keep it skinny.
To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Adam Gotsis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. They'll drop the throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. Spins past. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to maneuver. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Load it. Load it.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Zero.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pick up there, a 22. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devontae Booker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
A wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Sanders has it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Freeman, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Freeman again, a first down carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No. Check. Patriot!
Another 2 for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Detroit!
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. Devontae Booker, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Booker, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Broncos have broken the tie.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Room to run inside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot!
He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch. It was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
No, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Gordon. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th, now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
36, 36.
No. Check. Patriot.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Booker on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Leopard! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Denver, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You face that mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy. back up on her back, boy. When she ask me if I love her, I just act, boy. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you.